Today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a sunscreen that I have been testing out. It is the Minori Daily Mineral Face Sunscreen. This is a mineral sunscreen, so this doesn't use any chemical filters. It just uses mineral filters. It uses 10% zinc oxide, and this is said to be a non-greasy, pore-smoothing sun protection. Universal banana tint creates a brighter appearance and instantly blends out on all skin tones. It's enriched with vitamin E, chamomile, aloe vera, and pomegranate extract. This retails for $28. It is reef safe, it is unscented, it uses zinc oxide, it's supposed to be invisible, and it is also supposed to be pore smoothing. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm just gonna first show you a quick close-up of the product. So there you can see that it does have a little bit of that banana tint, which again is supposed to help with kind of brightening the complexion a little bit. So that is the intention of the banana tint. I also think that the kind of banana tint to it can also help with preventing a white cast. So I'm just going to use this amount to start off. I will likely apply a bit more. As always, of course, make sure that you apply enough sunscreen for your face. I feel like it can really honestly kind of vary depending on the person's face size or their neck size, because everybody has a different face size. So I feel like that measurement of how much sunscreen you're supposed to use on your face isn't necessarily like always 100% accurate. It really just kind of depends on how much surface area you have to cover. But I normally like to just make sure I evenly coat everywhere on my face, and then I'll also apply it to my neck. And also sometimes when I'm doing just a demo on camera for these reviews, I don't always apply like the perfect amount. I'm really just doing a quick little demo. However, I do like to apply it to my neck as well as my face, even though I know sometimes when I'm doing these demo videos, I don't always show me applying it to my neck. But when I do wear sunscreen, I do make sure to apply it to both my face and my neck. So anyway, here is what it looks like applied. It doesn't leave any white cast. And also, I think this is going to be great for people who have oily skin. However, I do think that other skin types will like this as well. But the reason I want to say oily skin is because I feel like this leaves kind of like a matte finish. It's going to do a great job at making sure you're not going to look like super greasy throughout the day. I recently have been testing out a lot of like more dewy sunscreens that kind of give a little bit of a glowy look to the skin, which I personally really like. I do have combo skin, but I feel like during the summer, sometimes you might not really want quite a dewy finish when it comes to your sunscreen, because you're going to be going outside where it's very hot, and especially if you have oily skin, then those types of sunscreens can sometimes make your skin just look really oily. I personally like the dewy sunscreens, but if you don't like a dewy sunscreen and you've been looking for a mineral formula that doesn't give a glowy finish, then I think this is one that you might be interested in, because it doesn't give a glowy finish at all. It really just gives, it just looks like my skin. Kind of gives like a matte finish. It's not going to feel like super moisturizing, and it's not going to look dewy. Just looks like a normal natural finish, I guess, but it doesn't feel like super drying on the skin, but it also doesn't feel like I'm really getting a lot of moisture from this sunscreen. So I think this will be good for those who do have oily skin. But again, other skin types can use this as well. I think I'll like this for days where I don't want a glowy finish. I don't really necessarily know that the banana tint actually helped to brighten at all. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more just to kind of show a close-up if you think there's any brightening effect going on. I don't really feel like I notice any brightening effect, but I wouldn't expect it to be any drastic brightening. It just has a little bit of that banana tint. So just maybe mildly giving a little bit of a brightening effect, but nothing that I feel like is like super noticeable, but that's fine to me. It doesn't leave a white cast, and I think that the banana tint does help to prevent a white cast. Hey baby, come in here baby. This is Oliver. I love you. I love you. So I've been enjoying this so far. I think that it works well just being worn on its own, or it can work well under makeup. It doesn't have any pilling or anything like that. It just feels nice, good on my skin. Doesn't feel drying, doesn't feel super moisturizing. Just gives a nice natural finish, and I think it'll help with kind of like controlling your oils throughout the day. So overall, I like this. I think this is a good sunscreen, especially if you want something that's not going to be super dewy. A lot of like dewy face sunscreens have been coming out, which I do like, but if you're somebody who doesn't want that, and maybe you get really oily skin, or you just don't want something dewy when it comes to your daily sunscreen to wear during the summer, then I think that you would like this because, again, like, it doesn't give a dewy finish, just gives a good natural finish. If you do want to give it a try, I do have a discount code where you guys can get some money off, so if you are interested, I will have that listed and linked in the description box below. But if you guys do have any questions about the sunscreen, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you guys have any other mineral sunscreen favorites, I would love to know what they are. Definitely let me know in the comments. And if you want to see even more of my sunscreen reviews, I do have a sunscreen review playlist. I have reviewed quite a lot of sunscreens if you are interested in learning more about my favorites and just seeing more of my sunscreen reviews. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed and you do want to see even more content from me in the future, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in for my next video.